Hi class, it's Miss Jacobson here. I'm so excited to have my first math lesson with you guys. We are going to be doing time to the hour, time to the half hour, and time to the 5 minute mark today. All right, so we're going to be reviewing our time and hopefully just trying to keep our skills and retain our knowledge that we've already learned and maybe learn some new things too. So I'm very excited about this. So for today, I wanted to make this kind of a fun lesson. I found these really fun videos, and there's a silly guy on these videos, and he's singing some songs about time. And he's going to ask you guys to find time to the nearest hour, the nearest half hour, and the nearest 15-minute mark. Okay? So I need you guys to get out this sheet that was sent home to you in your work packets. Okay. Um, Hopefully it was sent home with a protective sleeve that you can use as a dry erase. Or you can just have this paper printed multiple times, or you can write on it and then erase it, whatever you want to do for it. And parents, if you'd be willing to help, that would be awesome. So basically what's going to happen for this lesson today is our silly guy on these videos, his name is Jack, he is going to be asking you guys to find a time. And I want you guys to draw what that time is going to look like on your analog clock here. All right? So I want you guys to draw that time on this clock. All right? Without further ado, let's get this started and see how it goes, okay? I think you guys will like it.
Hip hop around the clock. Hip hop around the clock. When I say the time, you stop. If you're at the time, you say hip hop, then the time on the clock. Hip hop around the clock. Hip hop around the clock. Now the time is 8 o'clock.
All right, guys, so now I want you to get out your template. I want you guys to write in, where is 8 o'clock? If you were going to draw 8 o'clock, where would you draw your little hand that's about this big, and where would you draw your minute hand that's a bit bigger? And where would you draw your two hands? Where would your hour and minute hands go if it was 8 o'clock? All right, so I'm going to give you a minute to do this. Remember, you can always pause this video at any time if you need some more time to work on these things. So feel free to do that if you need to, okay? All right, so 8 o'clock. Where is 8 o'clock? All right, let's see if you're right. All right, so if you put your short hour hand pointing toward the 8 and you put your long minute hand pointing toward the 12, you are correct. That is 8 o'clock. Nice job, guys. All right, let's do our next one. So this one is going to be a little bit more difficult, so get ready. Let's try it out.
Hop around the clock. The clock will stop at 2:30.
All right, guys, it's your turn. So I need you to show me on this paper, where is 2:30? So where is 2:30? If you were going to draw 2:30 on this clock, where would you draw your hands? I'll give you guys a minute to do that, okay? All right, guys, let's see if you're right. All right, guys, so if you put your hour hand between the 2 and the 3, and your minute hand down to the 6, you are correct. That is 2:30. So remember, guys, when we're doing time to the half hour, our hour hand is always going to be between two numbers, because if it was on the 2, if it was pointing straight at the 2, it would only be 2 o'clock because our hands move around as the minute hand moves around the clock. So it's not quite at the 3 yet. It's not 3 o'clock. It's still in the 2 o'clock hour, but it hasn't made it the whole way to the 3 yet. It's only halfway there. So it's halfway between the 2 and the 3. And our minute hand, of course, comes down here to the 6 because it is at the 30. Remember, straight up at the 12, it's going to be our 0, 0. That is our whole hour. And then if we come the whole way around the clock to the bottom, the 6 is our half hour, and that's 30 minutes. Okay? All right, let's try our next one. It gets a little bit harder every time we go, okay? Let's try this one and see how we do.
Hop around the clock will stop at 2:15.
Ooh, 2:15. All right, so now I want you guys on your sheets, right here, I want you to show me where is 2:15 on your clock. If you had to draw the time, 2:15, where would you draw your hour hand and where would you draw your minute hand? Okay, so go ahead and do your best and I'll give you a minute to do that. All right, guys. So our 15, let's see where our 2:15 is. All right, so if you put your hour hand a little past the 2 and you put your minute hand pointing to the 3, you are correct. That is 2:15. All right, guys, so remember when we're going around the clock, every number we hit with the minute hand is 5 minutes. So we knew that this number is we know that the 3 also stands for 15 minutes because as you go around the clock, you start at 0, then you count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. So we know this is 2:15. All right? So now I'm going to make it a little bit trickier and I want you guys, we're going to practice doing our time to the 5-minute mark. Okay? So we have this really cool clock here. And it moves pretty smoothly. All right? So, I'm going to give you guys a quick overview of our 5 minutes just to jog your memory. All right, so remember, when we move our minute hand, like I was saying before, when we move our minute hand around the clock to the numbers, so we move it from the 12 to the 1, that is 5 minutes, right? So this is our long minute hand, 5 minutes. And every time we hit a new number, it's 5 more minutes. So we went from 5 to 10. When we go to the 3, it's going to be 15. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Every time we add on 5 minutes when we hit a new number with the minute hand. So that's how we tell time to the 5-minute mark. So if we put our minute hand here and the hour hand is right here, let's figure out what time this would be. So we know that our hour hand is between the 1 and the 2, but it's not at the 2 yet, so it can't be 2. It's 1 something, but what is it? Let's look here. Let's see if we can count. So this is 0. Then let's count 5, 10, 15, 20. So it is 1:20. And this little digital clock here tells us that it's 1:20, right? Perfect. So if we keep going around the clock, that's 1:20. 5 more minutes. So our next number here on the clock is going to be 1:25. 1:30 at the 6, right? We remember that our 6 hand is our 30 minutes. When our long hand is pointed at the 6, it is 30 minutes. As we keep going around the clock, it's 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 55 minutes, and 60 minutes. When this minute hand goes the whole way around this clock, we have a new hour, guys. Check this out. So right here, it was 1, now it's 2. Right? So we moved the whole way around the clock, and that whole time the hour hand was moving too. Watch it again slowly. I'm going to backtrack here. All right, so if it's 1 o'clock, watch as I move my minute hand around. Look at the hour hand. It's slowly creeping around. All right, so it creeps around the whole way until you get back to the top, and then it's at the new hour. It's at the 2 o'clock hour now, okay? If we go around again, this minute hand is going to bring us the whole way to the 12 again, and our hour hand is now going to be at 3, so it'll be 3 o'clock at this point, okay? All right, so I want you guys to try to do one here by yourself. All right, so with your clocks, with the same analog clocks that we had before, that we were using before, so these ones, I would like you guys to show me where is 7:25 on that clock. If you had to draw it on your clock, where would you draw 7:25? Where's your hour hand and where is your minute hand? All right, I'll give you guys a minute to do that one, okay? All right, guys, let's check it out. Okay, so if 7:25 is our time, first of all, our hour hand has to be here at the 7, right? So we know our hour hand has to be at least at the 7. So our minute hand, let's count to 25. So here is 7 o'clock. So let's count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So this is 7:25. So this is what our clock should look like. The hour hand should be between the 7 and the 8, and the minute hand should be pointing to the 5 to show that it is 7:25. Nice job, guys. All right, let's look at another one. All right, what about 1:40? So I would like you guys to show me where is 1:40 on your analog clock. All right, I'll give you a minute to do it. All right, guys, so let's do 1:40 on our clocks. All right, so if we were going to write the number, if we were going to draw the time 1:40 on an analog clock, first our hour hand has to be at the 1. So let's make it 1 o'clock. All right, so right here is 1 o'clock. All right, so now we have to make it 1:40. So why don't we take our minute hand here and let's count by 5s and just go around the clock until we hit 40, okay? So from the 12 to the 1 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So to show 1:40, our 1 is going to be between the 1 and the, our hand is going to be between the 1 and the 2, and our minute hand is going to be pointing at the 8, right? Because the 8 is representing 40 minutes with our minute hand. All right, nice job, guys. Let's try one more. All right, I want you guys to try to do this one on your own. I would like you to show me 3:55. Okay, if you guys could show me the time, 3:55. Right, I'll give you guys a minute to show me that, okay? All right, remember if you still need another minute to work on that, you can always pause the video and start it up again when you're done, okay? All right, so I would like you guys to show me 3:55. So let's start at 3 o'clock. All right, so we know our hour hand, if it's at 3 o'clock, our hour hand's pointing at the 3, minute hand's pointing at the 12. Let's figure out where's 55. Let's go around and count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 3:55, our hour hand is between the 3 and the 4, almost to the 4. We're super close. And our minute hand is going to be pointing at the 11 because the 11 represents 55 minutes. All right, guys, nice job today. That's about all the time we have, but thank you for watching this video, and I hope you guys had a good time. Right, bye. See you tomorrow.